Happy Friday, fellow pipers. Coming to you from central Connecticut, where it is 49 degrees under partly cloudy skies. We got the Friday Savinelli with some vintage half and half. 1970s, I believe. Already have a good number in the house, 31. We have Yardism. Chad is in the house. Doug Owen. Rhonda, good evening. Pipes and Kayaks. Brad. Matt R. from Texas. Old Spirit, Bottleneck Piper, Dallas Wind. NC Pipe Smoke. David, Roy. Stickbird. We're doing all right. Artful Codger's in the house. How's it going, Ben? Moondog. Gadzooks. We're doing all right. What a great time we had last night. And very successful. Way more in the audience than I expected. And a lot of people this morning, I guess, watched the reruns. So we hit 1,000 views this morning. I was tickled. Happy Friday, Lefty 68. RJ Lionheart, hello. Ralph McCulley, great to see you. Half and half is hitting the spot, isn't it? Ernesto Gomez, how's it going? Good evening. John Walker. Hawk Talk, how are you doing? Great to see you. And a woohoo to you. Yeah, so I guess the hit of last night's special Halloween live was talking about all the old candy. What a blast. And Artful Codger left us with a link to oldtimecandy.com, which I went on today and had a blast looking at all the stuff that they have to offer. Brings back a lot of memories. One Noggin, how you doing? Doug Owen, thank you very much for the $2 in the tip jar. One Noggin, I was, there were so many comments about Necco wafers last night that I went on Wikipedia to see if there was any interesting history behind them, which there is. That company started making those in 1847, and they were given to soldiers in the Civil War right up through World War II. So all those guys that came back home from World War II, they loved Necco wafers. And I guess that's how Necco wafers kept going for as long as they did. $75 in the house. So anyway, the Wikipedia article is kind of interesting, and it goes into the various flavors, which I couldn't remember, and Ben helped us out last night. There are some weird ones in there, and one of them they had to change at one point. I don't remember what the reason was, but anyway, interesting read. So I thought I'd take a chance tonight to kind of recap the meetup I had with Brad and Mark in Rhode Island last weekend. What a great time we had. And driving there, I sort of warned myself not to have any great expectations, because, you know, sometimes you build up these things, especially if you had such a great time the year before. So, geez, we all met up at 9:30 in the morning, and it was like we had just finished with last year's meetup. We just picked up where we had left off. And I swear all we did, we talked and we talked and we talked and we laughed and we laughed and we laughed. And at one point, of course, we're looking for the ruins of this mill that was, or a mill city, which was in operation back in the 1800s. And we finally decided we were in the wrong place, and that we probably needed to cross this little stream. I think that was the high point of the day, because it wasn't an easy crossing. There were like boulders just far enough apart so that it was kind of risky to jump from one to the next. Got some great pictures of Mark and I sitting out in the middle of the stream, not being able to go forward or backwards. Too funny. Great time though. If you ever have a chance to meet up with people, maybe some of you have, what a blast it is. Mark in Rhode Island is in the house. Hello, Mark. Stony Lawn Cottage Pipe. There's a long handle for you. Pipe artist Steph is in the house. Smooth Piper, great to see you. Hawk Talk. I'm not sure who Tim is. Mark is Mark in Rhode Island. Yes, the Halloween night. And of course, Mark sent me the ingredients today. Do you think I can remember them? Sleepy Hollow. And that's what I think gave him the most trouble, because he was trying to tone it down with some other stuff. Hopefully he'll put it up here. But yeah. Oh, Dallas Wynn, thank you very much for $5 in the tip jar. We certainly appreciate it. Yes. Brad got tar on his pants somehow. Who knows how that happened? Oh, yes, yes. Thank you, Steph, for reminding me. The real high point of our get-together was getting Mark to do his introductory video, which was fun for all of us. And there's nothing like watching somebody do their first video. Speaking of first videos, we are at the time of year when a lot of people, at least in my 8 years experience, make their first videos. So if there are any of you lurkers out there who have been considering making videos, now's the best time to do it. And if you need any coaching, there are tons of presenters on YouTube that can help you out. We need everybody we can get. Moondog is a public lurker, and he'll never make a video. Oh, that's okay too. John Doe, that's perfectly fine with me. Aubrey Whitehead, thank you very much. $2, very much appreciated in the tip jar. Yeah, Ben brings up a good point that so many people comment that they don't have anyone to smoke a pipe with and they feel they're by themselves. When you start making videos and you really get into it and you're talking back and forth with people, you almost feel like you're all together. So that's one of the real pluses for doing it. Dallas. You bring up kind of a I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Anyway, a couple of months ago, it was really looking bad with the monetization part of YouTube videos when you have pipes and tobaccos in them. And I can tell you, at least my experience lately has been, I'm still making money on the videos, maybe not as much as I would otherwise, but they call it limited ad money or something. Ad revenue. It's not that bad. Hopefully they're not going to take tobacco videos down. That's everybody's biggest fear, which is one of the reasons that some of us, or many of us, have kind of eased our way over to Briar Report, BRTV. That way we're pretty much guaranteed of a platform that we can all keep in touch on. Hope you got a lot of subs off of your intro video, Mark. Joe Shingler, good question. Why don't pipe tobacco manufacturers advertise on YouTube? I can't answer that question. According to Yardism, it's illegal, which I know it's illegal on TV. Does that include, it must include But if you can advertise on the internet, what's the difference advertising on YouTube? Maybe you can't advertise in video or something. Malcolm Ward, I've been forced to drink Canada Dry ginger ale diet. They didn't have any regular in the store. Oh, Lefty 68. Yes, Sarge was on. And in fact, I got a text from Sarge about 2:30 this afternoon. He was just getting ready to go to bed. He had done a double shift. And let's see if I can remember the details. He had something like 6 phone poles down that he had to respond to, several trees, a 300-pound woman who had overdosed, a naked man on some kind of drugs, and he arrested 16 people. So he was kind of tired. Dallas Win. I use a Canon Vixia. It's like the old camcorder type. Mark in Rhode Island used a Canon PowerShot. I have one as well, and I don't do many videos with it, or I don't do any videos with it. But check out the quality of that. And you can pick up those Canon PowerShots for like next to nothing. They're easy to use. You don't really need a lot of money to do it. Dixie Piper. I did a video called YouTube Wannabes, I think is the name of it. It wasn't about starting a channel, but it was about doing your first video. And that's gotten quite a few reviews, and I get some really nice comments on it from people who have made their first videos. Mark, you really surprised me at how you just jumped right in and did that. The day that I did my first video, I was pacing the floor. I went out for a ride in the car, walked around my backyard, nearly drove myself crazy. AT, how's it going? Bottleneck Piper. I did a video that was strictly on my iPad. That's a lot of fun. And I guess if you've never used anything else, it's really simple. Just a slight learning curve to it. I should do another one because it takes really nice video. A lot of people use their phones, and I'm one of those people who I always want to try new stuff. And I really thought that once I started making videos on the phone that I'd probably go that route because it's easier to carry. It's always with me. I had a great time with the one video that I made on the phone, but I really like the camcorder for some reason. Phil Rivera is in the house. How's it going, my friend? Always good to see you, buddy. Skip is smoking. Gentleman caller. Great stuff. 126 in the house. That's terrific. At 19 minutes after 7. Carving Piper. Great to see you. Still have the some people may not have seen this from Carving Piper. The Matches 860 carving. Isn't that something else? What great work he does. Good evening, Tinker Toy 701. Great to see you. NC Pipe Smoke. Yeah, he did one for Sarge and myself, and both of them just fantastic. I've seen some of his other work too. Just terrific stuff. Yeah, the carvings are better than the work that Eric does with his photo chopping. He has way too much time on his hands, although he does enjoy the Halloween season, so we can't knock it too much. Where did I get my sweatshirt? Good question. Probably at Walmart. Between usually November till about April, I live in sweatshirts. Mad Hatter, what's up? BRTV is part of BriarReport.org, I believe is the address. If it's not .org, it's .com. You'll get there either way. And make sure to sign up for the BRTV guide. I will be featured on the front cover next week. I think it's next week. Looking forward to that. Dixie Piper's smoking a Frankenstein mixture. We all have that one jar that's got the odds and ends in it. And the biggest problem with it is you can never replicate it after you've made it. The cover of Rolling Stone. No, I'm not a cover model, but I picked out a photo that I told them they could use. Really liked it. And I thought, geez, you know, this is up to date and everything else. It was from like 2 years ago. So I cheated a little bit, but you'll know that it's me. Two a.m. pipe on the patio with Onion. Great to see you, buddy. Ah, Joe, facial hair is not a prerequisite to become a pipe smoker. Although there are a lot of people with beards. All of those pictures are from Eric. I am not into pumpkins. Good evening to you, Dylan. Great to have you here. Phil Rivara, I hope you leave the lost connections on your side and not on mine. I've been lucky, knock on wood. I remember going through the period there for about a month where the connection kept getting lost and I didn't know what was going on. It was terrible. Usually, Brad, what I do is just yank a image off of a video frame. That's the easiest way for me to do it. I was almost going to ask somebody with some photo editing software if they'd turn this picture that I'm sending to Briar Report for the cover, turn it into like a cartoon. You know how you can do one of those filters? But in the end, I decided we'll keep the picture what it looks like. It's not that bad. Oh, Timothy. I was hoping to get the whole holiday blend thing together before this week was out, and I don't think that's going to happen. Um, Today was supposed to be for doing leaves, and it was so windy I didn't get out to do the leaves, which I'll have to get out and do tomorrow. And tomorrow was supposed to be when I was going to do some video. But hopefully next week we'll do a little talk about holiday blends, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing for the holidays. There will be a couple that I do every year, and probably have one or two new ones for this year that I'll crack open. Stay tuned. Josh, it's a Missouri Meerschaum that has a hole in the bottom of the bowl. I would talk to Aristocob, Scott. Sometimes he hangs out here. I haven't seen him tonight, but you can catch him on aristocob.com because I don't think you're supposed to be burning out a bowl, even in a cob. I've got cobs that are 10 years old, 15 years old, and even older than that. He can probably help you out with that. And Doug Owen brings up the point of Phil Rivara's reamers that he's been making. Beautiful pieces of work. If you're interested, contact Phil Rivara. Not only does he work in wood, he works in metal, he works in all kinds of materials. Ooh, gotta be careful cleaning those bowls, Josh. I'd still check with Scott anyway. Yes, Kevin. I watched the Artful Codgers Christmas video more than once. And let's see, what else have we got for this evening? Ben will be doing a special on BRTV for Christmas this year. We can look forward to that. Perhaps this winter, being stuck indoors, I'll have a little bit more time to do some stuff for BRTV, even though it will be from the indoors. I prefer to be outside when I do a video, but you do what you got to do. But I can tell you one thing, I'll definitely do a Halloween special again next year. That was a blast. Carolina Smoker, lane ready rubbed in a Savinelli 207. Sounds wonderful. That's quite all right, Josh. We got to stick together. What are we going to smoke now? Let's see. It's 31 minutes past the hour. What do we have in the drawer here? All kinds of good stuff. I think we're going to do a little Edgeworth slices. I don't have much left, but nothing like it. Golden Extra. Derek in Northern Ireland, thanks for joining us. Gordy Skymont, $4.99 in the tip jar. You're the best, my friend. Thank you very much. Wildcat Sam, 77. Sarge asked if I would be able to make it the day after Thanksgiving, and I told him absolutely. So hopefully you'll see us. I'll look forward to that. A Peterson pipe for $20 in an antique shop. That's a steal. Nigel, yes, Ben is correct. As far as I know, they're still doing that. Sending it discreetly as candle making supplies, I believe. Mark, I have till February, and then it's going to be semi-retired. I just can't quit working because it isn't going to work for me financially. So I have to work until I die. Austin Murray says matches 860. Yeah, Bottleneck Piper. It's a some days I feel good about continuing to work part-time, and other days I think, geez, I'd just like to kind of do what I want to do. But I think a lot of people die when they stop working altogether, and I don't want to do that. Hey, Drew Smokes, great to see you. How's everything in Hungary? Hey, thanks for joining us, Ralph. Have a great night. Feed your wife. Yeah, Steph, you know what kills me is even some people my age, they've remortgaged their house and stuff, and they still have this tremendous amount of debt. Um, we've paid off our house. We have no car payments, monthly car payments, and but just to get food, oil for heat, and real estate taxes, all that stuff adds up, and Social Security ain't gonna do it. Timothy smoking some Lane 1Q. Meals on wheels. I shouldn't laugh. Might have to go that route. So, yeah, exactly what's going to happen come February is I'm still unsure, but I can go probably several months, even if I don't do anything, because I'll be drawing from my 401k, which will help out. Hopefully, my YouTube either stays the way it is every month or it goes up a little bit. That would be nice. We will see when we get there. I'm not going to panic just yet. Richard Logan says I could go into the pipe consulting business. Hey, Barry Becker, great to see you, my friend. Professor Jeremiah, thank you for passing through. One of 124 in the house. Nigel, that's a possibility for sure. I have way too many pipes as it is. I have a lot of pipe racks I could sell. And the only thing I definitely want to keep are my 673s, my Phil Rivaras. Uh, Everything else could end up going. Ooh, We just had a blackout on the live chat window. That was interesting. Flatwater Monty. When I was collecting the pipes, there was no such thing as having too many of them. Red Devil 2579. I had a lot of fun doing that video. And I actually was a little bit freaked out, so it worked out really well. I've calmed down quite a bit since then. Gus Buster, you should have at least one meerschaum so you know what they're all about. After hundreds of smokes, I still get a kind of a clay taste or a slight off taste when I smoke mine. So I don't smoke mine that often. Matty Ice, how are you doing? $122. 41 minutes past the hour. Gonna finish this bowl, read some comments. Bumbling Piper, I have a feeling that's what's going to happen to me because part of what I'm going to be doing is trying to schedule enough work to keep me eating. It would be nice, though, if I could just find something 20, 25 hours that would just add as a cushion to what I will have coming in. G.A. Breyerman, great to see you. Some retirees make extra income by combing garage sales for pipes and list them on eBay. I may be combing people's trash cans. Richard Logan, there aren't any pipe shops around here. The one that's about 40 minutes from me, no, that can't be. No way. HUF 400 Drew Smokes? My goodness. Thank you very much. I'm blown away. Now, how do I figure out how much HUF 400 is? Carolina Smoker, the bear hasn't been back. He'll be going to sleep pretty soon. Moondog, that's my question. Hey, I'll take whatever I can get. Hey, Drew Smokes, that's fine. Thank you very much. C. Lamar Powell, greetings to you. All right, we're going to light this one more time. Fishwife Piper 74, good evening to you. Mr. Mitchie, I can never say your last name there. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you for a long time, but I do catch you on Facebook here and there. Hope all is well, buddy. Moondog, thank you very much. $2.99 in the tip jar. Tinker Toy 701, $4. Thank you very much. Quaker Piper. G.A. Briarman, I love the Northwoods from Boswell's. Good stuff. Tune in to Pipe Artist Steph and Perique Piper Skip tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time. Hello, Mark Stengel. The Edgeworth slices are excellent, I must say. Thank you very much, Bry. We will catch you next Friday. My Phil stories are all done. I told one to Brad and Mark when we met up last weekend, but it's not one that I could repeat on this type of forum. Raymond, thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to say good night for tonight. Thanks to everybody for their generosity in the tip jar. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. And we'll wish everybody a great weekend. Take care.